Hello everybody, Imminent Storm here, and welcome back to Hearts of Iron for the Comintern. In the last episode, we tried to stop the bleeding that we were experiencing as far as manpower and equipment, and we've been able to accomplish most of that. We're still losing some equipment here and there, but we are not suffering the same kind of losses we were at the beginning of last episode. So it's moving in a positive direction. The one issue is we've basically had to halt our assaults on pretty much all fronts. But we have a plan in motion to try to deal a major blow to the Allies. That is to try to, if we can't take the UK completely out of the war, to take a large chunk of the UK out of the war. So we are planning a naval invasion. And this looks a little bit different than it did at the end of the last episode. I've rethunk things a little bit, and I'm going to attempt this. Multiple simultaneous invasions. And see how that goes. I basically just want to overwhelm the Brits when I hit the beach. So, that's kind of the plan. I'm also going to be bringing up the Marines. I'm bringing them up to Hamburg. I also had 25 more infantry divisions, so I put them into a new army. And I'm bringing them up to Leningrad at the moment. And actually, let me move them over here. That'll get them closer. They have all kinds of battle results you might take a look at here. I'm restructuring everything here in Germany. Trying to get some reinforcements from some of the new divisions that we have out there. So I'm sending these heavy tanks, these medium tanks, these motorized infantry. So I'm trying to see if I can't rebuild my forces a little bit. Let's just go ahead and unpause it. Let's get things moving. We are suffering low supplies over here, but my guys are not suffering attrition. It doesn't look like. Where we might still be suffering attrition is over here. Oh, we have an enemy force here. Let me actually do this. You guys leave your front. Line up on that. See if we can't help the Spanish destroy yet another incursion into their territory. Anywhere else that we're suffering low supply? No. Are we suffering attrition over here? No. Looks like I've been able to mitigate most of the attrition. I basically had to pull large amounts of my troops off the line, but that's okay. We just need enough to keep the enemy from advancing, so we're good there. Oh, one other thing I wanted to do is over here. I want to make a new fleet. I'm going to take all the battle cruisers. I'm going to take the two newer battleships. Both the carriers, large force of destroyers, and the heavy cruisers. And we only have one light cruiser? Actually, take a couple more battleships. Alright, you guys, give yourselves an admiral. I'd like to get these guys back Back up here where the real combat is. Let's see. Hamburg. Kiel has a naval base at 8. Let's get him up here. Wow, they're gonna go all the way around Africa to do that? Oh my. Well, hopefully they'll make it. Alright, let's see. What's been going on over here? Just some loss of some convoys. Sunk a Brazilian destroyer. Oh, we sunk 2 British carriers. The Glorious and Implacable. And the Surrey heavy cruiser. HMS Royal Sovereign's been sunk. HMS Amphion's been sunk. I just shot down some planes. So it seems that my Air Force has actually been doing some work. We sunk the HMS Anson battlecruiser. Oh, very nice. We just sunk the Devonshire and the Newcastle. With no losses. We've taken some damage, but no losses so far. Alright, there's my Marines. Okay. Oh, the Brits have landed some forces. Well, we'll see what we can do about that. Wipe those guys out. Four divisions I won't have to deal with. We sunk 3... South African destroyers? Okay. Alright, we wiped out the enemy. What I actually want to do here is I want to set up another naval invasion. From here, directly in the Rosyth. Can I not do that? Oh, we need to advance landing craft in 11 days. Okay. Because we've exceeded the number of divisions we can have. We lost a Swedish submarine. But we managed to sink a Canadian light cruiser, so... yes, I will take that. Now, one thing I want to take a look at is... I actually noticed here... Oh, we're short aluminum. I actually don't care about the aluminum. Actually, one thing we can do is just... Let's back off our bomber production. We don't really need that much as far as tactical and strategic bombers. We actually have a surplus of steel. Well, that's interesting. Does that mean I can get some more ships being built? Let me just pause it here for a second. Light cruisers. Yeah, we definitely want to get those being built. We want heavy cruisers. 27 more steel. Get the destroyers back up to speed. Maybe speed up the carriers. And now that we've freed up some aluminum, what might actually be a good idea to do... Oh, we have 500 air experience. Let's modify my jet fighters again. Crank up the reliability, crank up their weapons, improve their engines. They'll lose some reliability. If we crank up their range. I'd like them to have some more range. 64%, -8. Actually, this should be alright. And what I'm actually going to call them is MiG-19. And let's see. Is there sufficient... We back them off to 1. Should be alright. And we're going to swap you up to the new variant. And the new planes. There we go. So let's see if we can get those jet fighters building. And we are short tungsten. Can we get some tungsten? Oh yes, we can get some tungsten. From British Malaya, of all places. But I'll take it. I will take that. What do we look like? Oh, we're green across the board. Oh, very, very nice. It's going to take almost 900 days to replenish our infantry equipment. Oh, the advanced landing craft are done. Okay. Alright. We don't really need this, but I think... Yeah. Naval stuff there. Tactics. Alright, so we should be able to put you on that plan now. Yes. Now I'm going to have to just see how we're going to launch this. I think... Looks like my fleet's moving. We sunk an Australian light cruiser. Yep, there they are. Good, because we're going to need those ships to help secure this area here. And actually, one other thing I did is I had some fighters over here, so I've moved them here. And we actually have fighters in these squadrons, so that's good. And we're also going to need some naval bombers. So let's put a few hundred naval bombers. There. I'm queued them up as naval bomber 1s, but they should fill in with the best naval bombers available once the squadrons actually deploy. And I did assign these guys as priority, right? Yeah, they have high priority for equipment. Because these are going to be the guys who are going to be fighting. So they're going to be the ones that are going to need equipment most. Alright, we'll sink some more Australian ships. Well, it's going to be interesting when they get through the English Channel. We actually have control of the English Channel. That's interesting as far as air goes. Ooh, T-54s. And Logistics Company 3s. We want... Do I want to get the modern stuff here? Might as well. SU-122 54s. And... we want the Logistics Companies. We want Logistics Company 4s. Sunk some more Australian ships. Alright, now one thing we want to do is, when we get in here, I actually want to make a variant of the new modern tanks. We have 377 army experience to play with. I don't want to spend all of it. I want to crank up the reliability, up armor them a little bit. Give them a better main gun and a better engine. And what we're going to do is we're going to call this the T-55. And what we're going to do is we're going to swap out our T-44-100s. T-55s. And then we're going to go into my medium armor. And we're going to swap up for modern tanks. We don't have any of this stuff yet, but that's okay. Save it. Now that's going to basically make most of my modern or medium tank divisions ineffective. That's fine. It's not like they actually had any tanks in them anyway. But we're not going to be fighting for the time being with tanks. We're going to be fighting with our heavy infantry. And hopefully that will be sufficient. These guys should have artillery, they have motorized, they have most of the heavy tank destroyers they're going to need. We lost 13 destroyers. But sunk the HMS Howe. 18 enemy destroyers, 2 heavy cruisers, and 8 light cruisers. It's not a great trade, but it's a trade I'll take. I lost most of my destroyers that I put in there. They cancel their Lend-Lease, whatever. Yeah, 72 days. We are 136 days away from being mechanized. 319 days. Good. I want all these numbers green. Modern tanks. Yeah, that's... we need to bring that up quite a bit. Gulf of Guinea. Why are they here? Why are they heading back? Cancel the repair task. Get up here. Why is Vladivostok their home base? No. This is supposed to be your home base. I mean, they're sinking a lot of enemy shipping, which is good. But they're not where I need them. Alright, you guys. You guys. Can I throw you guys into that fight? Nope, they brought in reinforcements. Alright, forget it. Let's get these guys. Bring them Barcelona. They're gonna lend lease me a bunch of stuff. Fine. I will take it. Okay, let me take a look at... And they canceled it. 78 of 84 days, 78 of 84 days, 49 of 70 days. Okay. Yeah, I think what I'm gonna do is I'm going to launch the Marines first. Alright, good. Sinking enemy ships. I'll launch the Marines first. See if the Marines can take the port. While the Marines are battling at the port... Actually, I'm going to launch the Marines. While the Marines are en route, I'm going to launch these two assaults. Because I want the Marines to be hitting the port. Then I want my heavy troops to hit the beach. And combined assaults to try to get the port. Because we need the port more than anything. Once we have the port, then we can begin pushing further into England here. There we go. Yep, sinking a bunch of ships. Alright, we got the SU-122-54. SU-152-54. And sunk a destroyer. And the amount of shipping that's getting sunk in here is insane. Alright, my fleet has arrived. A little worse for wear, but it's here. The Riga has sunk 19 enemy ships, with 17 assisted kills. The Ulanovsk, some 12 enemy ships with 19 assisted kills. Moskva. Wow, those carriers kick some butt. And those are just, tier 2 carriers. We lost a light cruiser. Well, India's still contained, so that's good. They're trying to attack here, that's not working. It's good that we took most of the enemy's African territory. I mean, France still has some, but there's really nothing here. I mean, there's a little bit of rubber and some steel, but not a lot. Lost one of our battle cruisers. Yep, we'll accept that Lend-Lease. Alright, they are ready to go, they are ready to go, and they are ready to go. What I want to do is... let's see, what are we looking at as far as repairs? 30th of May, 53. So should we hold out for that? These guys are ready to go. Let's see. They're over Western Poland? I don't think we need anybody over Western Poland right now. Alright, we've got jet fighters. Heavy fighters standing by. Fighters, naval bombers. Okay, this should help a little bit there. Now... can I put more planes? I can put more planes. Jet fighters. Let's put 100 more jet fighters over here. Not sure if they would have the range. They might. Let's put a couple of hundred jet fighters in there to get ready with the assist the landing. Engineer Company 3s. Signal Company 3s. We'll work on that. Modern tank production is coming up. It's only going to take 4,000 days to replace all of the tanks. Production efficiency is coming up at 0.278% per day. Looks like our Pacific fleet is taking a little bit of a beating. Alright, well... these guys... they're going to serve as reinforcements. Once our front's established, then we'll bring them in. Alright. And actually, what I think I'm going to do is... I lost another destroyer. Is end the episode here. We are pretty much ready to launch this invasion. So we will get the invasion started at the beginning of next episode, and then we'll see how it goes. But I think... why are we all of a sudden red? Is somebody being attacked somewhere? Maybe? I don't know. Oh well. We'll worry about that later. So, yeah. End the episode here, so I hope you guys enjoyed it. Thanks for watching. Go ahead, like, subscribe, and comment, and I will see you next time.